Cameron, thank you very much for your time. First of all, how are you? You well? Not long to go now.
All good, yeah. Excited. We're here now. Fight week next week. All the hard work's done, so I'm ready to go.
Tell me a little bit about how preparation's been for you, how camp's gone so far. Just sum it all up for us in from your point of view.
I've had a great camp, a long camp this time. Um, Coming back after Christmas, I've done a 9, 10 week camp. Sparring's been great, training's been good. With a few, we've been on the same card. The lads have been bouncing off each other in the gym, so everyone's ready to go. Like I said, the hard work's done, and it's time for the fun part now.
Yeah, tell me. I mean, we'll go straight into it, right? Because you and Jordan, it's been a thing now that's been going on for a while. Unfortunately, there's been twice that it's been, postponed. Just give us your take on. Obviously, we had you had like a shoulder injury first of all, right? And then Jordan had his knee injury. Has that been frustrating for you? The two pull-outs? Obviously, it has, right?
Yeah, very frustrating, but it's boxing. You can't plan for these things. Injuries happen. Um, my both injuries, I do think were genuine. It's just unfortunate. But we're here now. All the talking's done. I think the two fights already being made have built a fight. We haven't really needed to say too much this time round. I'm just looking forward to getting in there now. Like I've been saying all the way through, I just hope he turns up. Um, he's been talking a lot online, so I'm looking forward to see whether he can back it up on Friday night.
Would you say that the animosity's grown the longer it's gone on? How would you describe it? Or have you just been more and more frustrated?
Not on my part. I feel if anything, the animosity's died off. For me now, this is just another fight. I don't feel any sort of way towards him. I think he's very emotional. He gets very hepped up, posting about us online and what have you. But I think he's just making it worse for himself. He's making it worse for himself because he's going to get dealt with. Um, and it's going to be hard for him to come back from. I believe I'll send him on his jolly way after this, and we'll probably not hear of Jordan Flynn again.
You tell me you don't feel a certain type of way towards him, but I've not met you before, but from seeing you, online in person, when you're out and around press conferences before fights, you seem like a nice guy. You seem very chilled, but it's the same with both of you, where the second that the two of you are kind of in each other's presence, like something kind of switches. What do you think it is about Jordan that does maybe, kind of change something for you?
I just don't like the way that he portrays himself. To be honest, sorry,
Sure.
that's just Jack. Oh, Jack Catterall ringing to say.
No
Um,
worries. That's right.
no, I don't like the way he portrays himself. I think with two completely different people, and I think he's just on a high horse for no reason. But obviously, there's a dislike there. But like I said, I try not to take it too personally. This is business for me. I think the first two fights I was a bit younger, new to the professional game, was very excited. But I feel like I've settled in now as a professional and matured a little bit. So I'm looking forward to getting in on next Friday and teaching him a lesson.
Mm. Yeah. And I mean, obviously, you've got, so many great fighters around you, Jack Catterall, someone as well with, Sam Jones having so many fighters that you're in and around. Like you kind of touched on it earlier, but that environment that you're in and amongst you, that must only be great for you, right?
Yeah, I say it all the time. I'm around not just great coaches, not just great boxers, but great people. They're people I spend time with outside of the boxing gym as well. So it's great to be around. Jack, he's a good role model. He's doing great things himself. He's been there and done it. So he's got the experience. He tells us what I do good and what I shouldn't be doing as much of. And like you said, Sam Jones, Jamie Moore, Nigel Travis, they've all played a massive part in this. It's not just me. So I believe we'll all reap the rewards next week.
Mm. When I spoke to Jordan earlier this week, he said that he said he didn't feel like he hated you. He said that was too strong of a word, but he said there's definitely a dislike there. Would you say that you also, dislike, is that the kind of feeling you have towards him?
Yeah, I wouldn't go for food with him, even after that's for sure. Um, I'll shake his hand after the fight, and then that'll be it. But yeah, I don't necessarily like him. Not someone I'd spend time with. Um, but that's it. That's life. You don't get along with everyone you come across. But like I said, once the final bell's rang, I'll shake his hand, and that'll be it.
Mm. in the build up to one of the previous fights, there was a particular clip I'm sure you've seen of many times of where you said to him, "Oh, you're from Oxford, you're not tough," or something along those lines. I'm sure you're aware, but did you see the kind of um, triggering effect that had upon a lot of Oxford, and it kind of stirred a lot of people up from down that part of the world to get invested in this fight.
Yeah, it's probably been good for the fight, but I think a lot of people misread what I was saying. I wasn't actually saying anything bad about Oxford, but I was saying he speaks like he's some sort of gangster and he's forgetting where he comes from. So that's what I was sort of getting at. But if that's getting people involved in the fight and getting them up for it, then the more eyes on it, the better. Hopefully when I knock them out, they'll all start come and support me, and there'll be Cameron Vuong supporters after that because unfortunately the Jordan Flynn train's coming to a stop after this. So next week it's all over for him. He'll be back to small hole boxing shows, or maybe not even boxing at all. So I'm looking forward to just finishing his career, to be honest, because he's 28. He hasn't achieved very much, and I'm looking to put nails in the coffin.
Tell me a little bit about you've been sparring Shakur Stevenson. There was some brilliant footage of the two of you, and for someone yourself, a younger, up and coming boxer, it must have been incredible to share the ring and rounds with someone like him. Can you tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you and some of the kind of golden nuggets of information that you took from Shakur?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Got a call on a Tuesday afternoon to go and spar with him the following Tuesday. It's not every day you get to share the ring with one of your favorite fighters, someone I've watched from a kid growing up all the way through. He's one of my favorite fighters. So to get in there with him and spar, we did 10 3-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest, and it was a great experience. He shared some knowledge with us after. So it was a great experience. To be honest, I never thought I'd share the ring with someone like that. Um, but yeah, it was mad. Like massive thank you to Eddie Hearn, Sam Jones, Matchroom for making it happen. It was crazy, really, a mad experience.
How much can for someone like myself who's never been in a boxing ring, how much experience like do you take from moments like that where you share the ring with someone? Shakur Stevenson, of course, world champion, one of the great fighters at the moment. How much do you take from that, and how much does that actually improve your game from being in there with someone as good as that?
No, it brings my game on a hell of a lot. Obviously, he's one of the best in the world at my weight. He's where I want to be and where I aspire to be. Anything less, and I've failed. So it was good to sort of pick his brains, get in there with him, see how he thinks. But I also know I'm capable of competing at that level. Um, Obviously, I've only been a professional, I think, coming up 18 months, so I've been moved very fast. But God willing, I'll get there one day.
And just a few more. I wanted to ask you, of course, about your last fight when you fought Gavin Gwynne. There was a lot of noise around that fight, of course, and a lot of people felt on the night that, you were maybe quite fortunate to come out with the result as you did. Of course, that's not your fault, ultimately what the judges decide on the night. But did you feel, how did you feel immediately after that when you knew that, the reaction of supporters and fans was so negative towards how the result was in there?
I think he had a lot of fans in there. First and foremost, I'm going to say it was a great fight. I think it depends what you look at. Some people judge pressure. Some people judge clean boxing. I believe I won the fight 6 rounds to four. Me and my team believe I won the fight. It was close, yes, granted. But if you check box rec, there's a big green W there for me, and it's not. It doesn't say SP. It says UD. So, listen, if Gavin wants it again, he can get it again. I've said that. I've never shied away from the fight. I've never shied away from a fight in my life. So I've been there before. I've got that experience under my belt now. I've took his best, and I'm nowhere near my best yet. Nowhere near my prime. Like I said, I've only been a professional 18 months. It was a great experience. A close fight that I believe I won. But if he wants it again, he can get it again.
Was there a particular reason why you fancied the Jordan Flynn fight rather than facing Gavin Gwynne again? Was there a particular reason? Was it just the fact of, you're more than happy just to kind of move on personally?
Yeah, well, I won the fight by unanimous decision. The Flynn fit fight made sense as it'd been made twice before. To be honest, I didn't think that would happen. But then I think he's probably gained confidence from that performance. But it's all good. I'll fight anyone. Like I said, I'll fight Flynn, and then I'll fight him after. It's no problem.
Mm.
Um, Listen, Flynn's going to get dealt with, and then if Gwynne wants it again, he can get dealt with as well.
It's a really exciting
Again,
time. Sorry, it's a really exciting time to be, an up and coming talent like yourself. Kind of probably past the stage of prospect now. A lot of people are wanting to see you kick on, and when you're under the, Eddie Hearn matchroom, you've got so many, similar kind of guys in different weight divisions going on that upward trajectory. How exciting is it to be a part of something like that?
it's great. It's a great time for boxing. You've got a lot of young, up and coming fighters, a lot of young up and coming talent. I think it's great for boxing. Boxing's in a good place. I think it's in the best place it's been for many years, with the best fights happening on these big Riyadh season cards and these 5v5 cards. So it's exciting times for boxing. For me now, I just need to get this fight out of the way. I'm not in a rush. So I think one of my problems is I want it all yesterday. And I just need to take my time, because I know with the right fights, the right experience, and the right lessons on board, I know I can go to the very top. So it's just about not rushing.
Mm. In terms of this year, have you got a kind of path set out for what you want to achieve by the end of 2025? How many fights you'd like to have?
Ideally, I want to get through Jordan Flynn. Of course, I'm not looking past him. I'll be picking up my first professional title next Friday night. Hopefully get two more fights in between the end of the year. Between
Mm.
then and the end of the year.
And just finally, Cameron, how does this fight go next week up in Altrincham? It's going to be co-main event for the, like you said, WBO European title, right? Tell us how this fight goes from your point of view.
I think I stopped him inside the distance. I don't see it going 10 rounds. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope he comes to back up everything he's been saying. But I'm looking forward to it. So I expect an explosive performance next Friday, and anything less isn't good enough, really.